Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, a catchweight contest of 30 minutes, 6 5-minute rounds, 1 fall, 1 submission or knockout to the winner. Introducing on my left, from Gravesend in Kent, Mel Stewart. Give him a hand now. And his opponent from Bolton in Lancashire, Ivan Penzacoff.
So 6 5-minute rounds, 1 fall decides this one at catchweight. Penzacoff of Bolton versus Stewart of Maidstone, Kent. 1 stone difference. Penzacoff 14-2, Stewart 15-2.
Round 1.
Easily identified by the darker trunks and much darker hair, of course, of Ivan Penzacoff. One of Penzacoff's neater moves, that inverted whip. Recently, you noticed that he's given up his black tights and leotard that he always used to wear in the ring. Rolling arm lock, always one of the most dangerous holds, I consider. The man doesn't go with it for 1 split second. He's got a broken arm for sure. Another neat Penzacoff move, nice trip finishing it. Yeah. Penzacoff presumably proving he can take it. Figure 4 leg lock now to Penzacoff.
Yes.
Head away with grabbing the trunks. Not that near the referee. Semi-jab stranglehold now to Mel Stewart. Mel Stewart of Maidstone in Kent. This is a very neat. So often catches his man unawares.
7.
Neatly out of that side headlock. But he walks into that one. No, the particular move is over, I'm afraid now. Must not continue once released. Unless, of course, Your opponent is up on his feet. There's 1 minute left in this first round of 6. Possibilities of quite an interesting bout here. So, head scissors by Stewart. Unable to hold him, even for the last few seconds of this round. Ivan Penzacoff, billed from Bolton, of course, because that's the nearest big town, but he actually comes from a small town of West Horton, just outside Bolton. Now residing in South London anyway. Russian ancestry, of course, quite a long time ago. Very happy mood this afternoon, obviously. Been a pro for several years, part-time most of it. Weightlifting and running is training system. And his unusual hobby, just a reminder for those who may have forgotten me saying it before, he breeds Siamese cats.
Second away, round 2.
Round 2, 5 to go, 1 fall to decide this. Stewart, the blonde wrestler from Maidstone, looks on the wrong end of most of the attacking moves at the moment. He hasn't really sorted Penzacoff out at all yet, but there's time. He has a stone weight advantage. So Penzacoff with a figure 4 style head scissors. There's the left foot behind the right calf. Stewart carries out the only counter to that, turning it right into it, so that he can pull the weight onto the feet and separate the knees. Very efficiently done. The butt that didn't quite happen for Penzacoff then.
4, 5, 6.
Mind you, he's throwing a heavy man around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really a good weakening move, that, Penzacoff's inverted whip. He advertised that, telegraphed it completely. If he can hold his balance, he's not in the double leg Nelson that Stewart intends. There it is, the double leg Nelson, but the leg chop saved him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, man.
Quite a clean stranglehold, perfectly legitimate one at the moment. Crook of the elbow right opposite the windpipe. Nicely.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The backbreaker over the knee. So many wrestlers seem to forget that the feet are going to be held too. There's the proof required. searching for a back elbow that just wasn't there, wasn't on. Drop, but Stewart waiting for it. Nelson again and keeps his head right back to prevent Penzacoff countering with the leg chop. But of course, bending right back like that couldn't hold the pressure on the shoulders.
1, 2, 3.
Again, Penzacoff throwing just right so that his man always takes it on his back, that landing. Less than a minute to go now in the second.
Yes.
Half a minute now. Stewart, now billed from Gravesend. I understand probably where he's residing at the moment, but actually born in Maidstone. 2 years amateur experience at the Vikings Amateur Wrestling Club. It's in Welling, also in Kent. Turned full-time pro in 1967. Didn't see too much of him. He spent a lot of time in Germany and Greece before settling down in this country.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go. 1-4 decides it. Penzacoff versus Stewart. Stewart, the blonde wrestler in the lighter trunks. And his only hope of stopping this continuous onslaught by Penzacoff is the forearm smash, his speciality. That's what Stewart obviously intends to try from now on. The strength moves. Nice switch by Penzacoff there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Stewart just getting up in time to go down again.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, baby.
Not going to be that easy, I don't think, Ivan.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, in, No, my leg.
The bar through the figure 4 leg lock to Stewart.
Good breath. What's the next job? Go around, ring ready, thing.
Worried Stewart a bit, but at least it had an effect on Penzacoff too. Penzacoff not quite sure how to complete this escape now. I think the referee's going to have to help him out.
Okay, yeah, move forward. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Too early. That's why Stewart's keeping one knee on the canvas, so he couldn't do that. 2 minutes to go in the third.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, get arrested. No, no.
Penzacoff really handling this much heavier man extremely well in this play. And right on the hand again.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Referee helping Stewart to make sure that arm goes back.
Okay.
Stewart comes in hardly worth trying to get back because the bell will save him trouble. Well, you've heard a lot about cauliflower ears, of course. Grappling fans know all about them. But I think some grapple fans might remember this man in the ring when he actually had his right ear developed into a cauliflower in front of the television cameras. Quite an amazing sight. It's pretty nasty, but it just shows how quickly it can happen. It happened in an interval between round 3 and 4 of a bout.
You're next, babe. Seconds away, round 4.
3 rounds to go. 1 fall decides. Stewart versus Penzacoff.
He's behind you!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think Penzacoff would have sewn this bout up some time ago if it hadn't been for the Stewart's extra weight. He's done extremely well, though.
3, 4. 1, 2.
Drop kick, good one, landed well. The left foot beautifully, and it depends on what sort of a landing Stewart gets now.
7, 8.
Just in time. Foot shoulder slam, and follow down with a reverse double knee hold. And that's it, quite simple when he got him back in. There's the winner, Penzacoff, in round 4 by the 1 fall required with the double knee hold after the body slam. And our MC, Francis P. Blake, to announce it.
Gentlemen, by 1 fall, the winner, Ivan Penzacoff.